Been making a daily log all day today, and here's kind of how it goes so far. It's been horrors all day long, but I woke up around 1 with an aching pain in my left arm from further augmentation from the artificial constructs. I now have less control over my left hand while writing. This is now becoming more difficult. My coffee was also poisoned. I plan on going to the library here in a few moments after the representation of my mother gets home from work. I do not know what these creatures do outside of my presence, but the implications of their existence revolving around me allude to something deceptive. I believe they go to some type of electrical clone warehouse of sorts. At the library, I'll make a further log of the constructs and their actions, behaviors, and code language around me to solidify a logical representation of what is actually occurring around me, as to create a concrete testimony of these creatures' bio and cut through the deception that is their attempted existence. I received a death threat yesterday from a man at Starbucks. He seemed to be a normal civilian, but I knew him as a homeless man in Sacramento. His name was Brian, and I used to hang out with him at a drop-in shelter known as the Gathering Inn. But yesterday he came to this very same Starbucks, and with the same voice and inflection of the tone, but wearing a different skin suit, strikingly similar to a man I met with a top hat in a Garberville, a group of people that abducted me. It's like they used his clone DNA but shoved Brian's consciousness into it. They say. Anyways, when he grabbed his drink, he said looks killer, but he said let's just kill her. That's what they refer to me when they are around me, as her or she, as to not allude, because it would be obvious if they said him when I'm constantly around. But anyways, I did actually just make it to the library, and it was absolutely horrible. I was there at the Frankfurt Renner Library to observe the artificial constructs, and they had a section of the library blocked off with caution tape with an unfinished puzzle and exogenic gas flowing from what seemed to be floor dryers on the ground. And while I was there, I made a count of how many times I would hear finctetrazine, frangulane, blump, glute, concentrate, furls, and exogeny. These terms, they call them alien terms, they constantly use around me, and they torture me when they say them. They all have different connotations. I'll put the examples in here. But anyways, I had 6 counts of blump, 1 count of frangulane, 3 counts of glute, 1 count of concentrate, 1 count of burling, 1 count of furls, 1 count of exogeny. And so, I mean, they pretty much predicted everything that I wrote down as I was there at the library. And afterwards I went to the Starbucks, where there was an agent sitting there, a man with those reflective sunglasses on. That's what the agents like to wear in my presence. And there was 1 count of burling there, 1 count of consecrate there while I sat at the Starbucks. And anyways, when I walked out at the library, there was 2 creatures in front of me. It looked like a mom and a son, but they said that's why we were here as they walked out, and they made a point to get in front of me while walking out of the library. Like, they hurried to kind of block off my path out of the library. So this continues, and hopefully until next time. I feel like they're getting close to murdering me, though. I don't know why, just because there's continued death threats. I'm getting poisoned with gas constantly. On the way over here, I don't know how many counts of consecrate I had, which is when they just horrible radiation and things at me. But it's getting worse, and this species is devolving around me, still pretending to be human beings.